It's Adam. Gonna do a quick video. I actually just did a long video and the camera quit like 5 minutes into it and I didn't know, so I'm gonna redo it. But now I have a little of the wind taken out of my sails, so sorry I haven't done a video in a while. I've been kind of consumed with trying to get my my health in order. I was having some swelling in my legs and stuff, and I went to the doctor and we got some stuff worked out, and luckily some of the swelling's gone down, and I've changed my diet. I'm not eating carbs and I'm not eating sugar. I'm not eating potatoes, bread, anything like that, and just eating green vegetables and meat, and I pretty much have lost about 30 pounds, so I'm doing pretty good. So we're going to tear into these games here. I know I haven't done a video in a while, but let's get started. First game, I got these at GameStop a couple weeks back. I was going to just buy Resistance 1, and the guy was like, I have a collection of all three, and I think the first game was like $6 or $7, but the collection was only like 14. So I went ahead and got the collection. So got Resistance 2 and 3, and all of them have the instructions and stuff in it. It looks like these other two are the greatest hits. This one looks like it's got the DLC also on disc, the Resistance 2. And then the first one. So I got that 3-pack. I haven't played any of these, but it looked like a cool series to me, so I went ahead and picked it up. This I got at the thrift store today. I was super stoked. I went by the thrift store. They had some Genesis games in the clamshell, a couple of sports games. I almost bought them just because they were in the clamshell and they were complete. But I didn't. I went back and I looked at some of the electronics, and as I was walking by the vinyl records, I'll look through them sometimes because they have laser discs, but this one was sitting right out in front, and I had this record when I was 7 or 8 years old, and I don't know whatever happened to it, but when I saw it today, the nostalgia hit me so hard, the Snoopy's Christmas, that I don't even have a record player, but I was like, I gotta buy it. And it was $3, so I bought it. It's not scratched up. It actually is in good shape, and it is a vinyl record, like I said. Let's see, I don't have a record player, but I couldn't help it. The nostalgia was too great, so I bought it. I went ahead and showed you that because I was kind of accidentally showed it. But the next game I bought is this Deadly Premonition Director's Cut. I bought it when I bought the Resistance 3-pack, and I actually played through this. This is kind of reminded me a little bit of Alan Wake. People said it kind of is kind of similar to, like, based on the Twin Peaks TV show, the old one. Not the new one they're doing. But you're basically this kind of detective that goes to this town. You've got kind of a split personality disorder, and you speak to this other personality as if it's another person. And you go to this town to investigate a murder, and some weird stuff starts happening. And it's like Alan Wake, where some weird stuff will happen, and then you'll break into normalcy. And it's like, did that weird stuff, is that really happening? Did other people see that, or is it just me? You know, so anyway, I found this game really interesting. It's kind of quirky. You can do different things in it. It feels a lot like Grand Theft Auto as far as like being able to drive a car and kind of go around in this small town and visit different places and do different things. But certain times you're on a time schedule based on your mission that you're in the middle of. But it's definitely worth the game, worth the playthrough if you like kind of a creepy game that's a little quirky, kind of like an Alan Wake or a I don't know, kind of a Silent Hill or an early Resident Evil. Kind of more like a Silent Hill, I think. But I liked it. I beat it. I actually beat this game. And it was fun and quirky. So I'm glad I bought that one. I bought those four at the same time. And then today they're having a special at the pawn shops. I didn't know they were having a special because last weekend was Memorial Day. So most places had specials last weekend. But they're having a tent sale today. And the first pawn shop I went to, the games were half price. And so I went ahead and I looked through them all. And I picked up a couple. The first one I picked up is a Xbox game, and they had a few Xbox games and a few PS2 games there. And basically, all the games were on a shelf that said $4.99, but then they were half price. So all the games, no matter what it was for, were $2.50. This copy looks brand spanking new, and that's why I bought it. I'm not a huge fan of this series. I just never really got into it. But anyway, I picked up Halo 2, and this is for the original Xbox, and it is like I said, it's brand new looking copy. Instructions, no dog ears, nice shape. The disc is in great shape. It's got one little surface scratch on it, and some fingerprints, but that's it. And like I said, the case isn't scuffed up or dirty. I mean, it looks almost brand spanking new. It was $2.50, and I figured, even if I'm not a Halo fan, I have Halo, the original first, ever made Halo game. And then I figured, hey, I'll buy it. So I think it was worth $2.50. And then this one actually is a PS3 game. I don't know if it's any good. You all can let me know if you think it's good. It was brand new. I actually pulled the shrink wrap off of it in the last video that cut off. But it was brand new. It was still shrink wrapped, and I got it for $2.50. I don't know if it's any good, but I picked up Alien Colonial Marines. And like I said, it was still shrink wrapped. I mean, not shrink wrapped like vintage stock shrink wrap, but I mean like still in the package, like store-bought shrink wrapped. And it was brand new. When I opened it up, you could even kind of smell that brand newness still. So I don't know if it's any good, but it was brand new, and it was $2.50. So I was like, hey, I like aliens, and I like Colonial Marines. So I decided to go over to this one last pawn shop because it was also a Cash America, and I was like, hey, maybe they've got some stuff on sale there too. And so I went ahead and I picked up some more games over there, because when I went over there, they were half price, but this guy had also bundled 6 packs of games together for $10. And I was like, of course 2 or 3 of the games are in each pack, but I thought 2 or 3 of these games might be okay. I just, they're not really my cup of tea usually. So I went ahead and picked it up. Now this game, the first game that was in the 6 pack of games, is not the greatest. I had this for the 360, and I think I traded it in for store credit at like vintage stock. But, whatever. Maybe I need to give it a second go through. Y'all can tell me, but I didn't think it was that great. That's the Survival Instinct Walking Dead. I don't know. I found it a little difficult, and I just didn't enjoy it that much getting going on it. If it had started off and got me going in it pretty quick, maybe I would have been more into it. So that was the one I was like, yeah, kind of. And these other 2 games, I don't know that they're bad. They're just not usually the type of games I play. So to me, they're kind of, but they might be good titles. So anyway, I picked up Call of Duty Black Ops. I guess this is just the original first game. I'm not really an FPS guy, but I've heard good things about Call of Duty. I just don't know if that's a good Call of Duty, and it's not really my type of game that I like. But I figured it couldn't be too bad, so I went ahead and picked that up. I mean, it was in the 6 pack, so I didn't have a choice. This one also. This one may be a good title. I'm just not into this genre of games. But Grand Theft Auto 5. It's you know, a racing game. I'm not really a big racing game guy, but it's complete and it's nice. It's in nice shape. The case is in nice shape. I'm just not a big Gran Turismo or racing fan. I didn't look in this one, I don't think. This one's just the game, and the case is actually a little boogered. And I don't know about the Walking Dead one. Let's see. It's just the game. Okay, now these other three I thought were the reason why I bought the 10-pack. Now, I already have this one, and I'm probably going to give it to my cousin because he said he was going to be getting a PS3. He was looking to get one. So I went ahead and picked this up. Basically for him, I figured, hey, you can have it. But it's the God of War collection. The original God of War 1 and 2 remastered. And like I said, I already have this game. The case is a little dirty. It's got the directions in it, but for some reason it's got the greatest hits disc in it instead of the original, and this is the original case, not a greatest hits case. But, you know, if I'm giving it to my cousin for free, I'm sure he won't care. These two games are the reason why I kind of bought it. I haven't played any of this series in a long time. I kind of quit buying it, but I went in and decided to get it because I was like, this is a quality series, and for this 6-pack of games, it was worth it. Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, San Andreas is the last Grand Theft Auto I bought, and I didn't even play it. I got it as the greatest hits version. So, Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't even know what Grand Theft Auto they're up to anymore. I kind of stopped playing it after Vice City. And then the last game, sorry, I kind of spaced there for a second. And then the last game I picked up, I just recently started playing the first in the series. And I had picked up, I have the first 2 of these games. So I went ahead and saw this, and it's in almost brand new, condition. So I picked up Borderlands, the pre-sequel. And like I said, it's brand new looking. So Borderlands and Grand Theft Auto, and I figured this God of War are worth the $10. And then these 3, you know, Survival Instinct, yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. These 2 I haven't ever played, and they might be good, but they're just not usually the type of games I play. But I figure for $10 for 6 games, you're talking less than $2 a game. So, how can you really complain? And, like I said, and then I had the Alien Colonial Marines, which is brand new for $250. And then that Halo, which is freaking brand new, looking for $250. So this is what I picked up today. And sorry if I sound a little congested. I have a bit of a head cold. And I keep coughing. So I hope I didn't cough too much in this video. I didn't realize how much my throat would be tickled doing it. But I know I haven't done a video in a while. And so I've been trying to, I don't know, do more to keep myself kind of in shape. And, I don't know, just kind of doing the same old, but these are the games I picked up. And like I said, I played through Deadly Premonition. And I just started Borderlands. I replayed through all of my Dead Space games. So I had played through 1 through 3. I had played through 1 and 2 on the 360. And so I played through all of them on the PS3. And then I started that Deadly Premonition, and now I just started Borderlands, which I had never played. I'm digging it. It's kind of like a mix between like a Fallout and I hate to use the term Grand Theft Auto, but you're going back to certain areas to get missions and talking to different people to get missions. So it's like, it reminds me of Grand Theft Auto in that regard, but Fallout 3 kind of with the guns and kind of wasteland type of thing. So I dig it, so I've been kind of playing that. So anyway, that's what we're doing. When I get a hankering, I'll do more of another video, maybe when I buy some more stuff. I got rid of a old treadmill I had in the other room, just mainly because I was too heavy for it and the belt wouldn't spin right. And I am losing weight now, but you know, I just didn't need it. And so because that room is now doesn't have that in there, I can more easily use the television that's in there. So I'm thinking about maybe doing a light gun 3DO video or something soon, and showing some of the light gun games on the 3DO on my old TV in there. So anyway, none of that shit's really new. I don't know. I just like kind of glancing at it every once in a while. It's still friggin' stacked up everywhere. So anyway, that's what I basically picked up. And I'll show you the pops that I bought recently, but I'll just go out and show them here in a minute. Anyway, other than that, I haven't really done much, so we're just chilling. Still here, still with you. I hope things are going well. If any of you have played any of these games and you have a highly recommended or it sucks balls kind of a recommendation, let me know. And I guess I'll talk to you later. The biggest thing I found today, man, was that record. That nostalgia hit so hard when I saw it. I was just like, wow, I'm 8 years old. So anyway, folks, glad to talk to you. Thanks for watching this, and I'll see you next video. Okay? Bye. So anyway, folks, these are the Westworld Pops. We have Dolores, Teddy, Maeve, Man in Black, Robert Ford, Bernard, Young Ford, and that is all they made of those. I'm hoping they come out with a couple more. It'd be nice if they came out with a Hector or a Lawrence, or I can't think of the girl's name with the snake tattoo. Those three would be cool if they made some to extend the line a little bit. I don't know if any of these other ones are new since the last time I shot a video. I got Blade. Blade's pretty cool. I don't really know what's new since the last time I shot a video. So I thought I'd just show you those Westworld ones anyway. I mean, the whole thing is kind of like, that's the whole shelf. The thing is, you're like, God damn, that's a lot of pops, but I know. But at the same time, I kind of hit my threshold of, I finally got all the ones that I wanted that I was missing, that were kind of already out there. So basically, I have the ones I want, except for maybe ones they make that are for new things now. I mean, really, there's maybe 3 or 4 other ones that are older that I would want, but they're so expensive that I'm priced out of them. I just don't want them that bad. One being the Jules Winfield Pulp Fiction. It's like $85 or something. And I think even the Mia Wallace one was like $50 or $60, and same thing for the Vincent Vega. And paying $50 for one pop is too much for me. Anyway, most of the ones I want are here. Like I said, other than the Pulp Fiction ones, I know they made a V for Vendetta one that I kind of liked, but it was a little expensive too. So anyway, those are the pops. So I guess I'll sign off, and this will be the end of the video, showing the pops, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll try to shoot another video soon. It's been a while, I know, but I finally got some good deals on some video game stuff, and basically I've just been playing a few games here and there, but not really concerned about getting a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or a Nintendo Switch. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for coming by, folks, and I'll see you next video. Bye.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?